Okay, looks like we got this going. I'm gonna have my chair squeak at least a couple more times while I get situated, situated, acclimated, affirmed, acclimated, assured. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to shoot the shit, really. But let's get started with some Hades. I gotta do some pre-work stuff
Back from the palace.
because I won my last run. I think I played a little bit off stream recently. Did I
Mwah. We beat the father of all monsters, Phrynos.
think? I think I may have. Anyways, that doesn't really matter too much.
So hold on. How is it you're going after the Titan of Time way down below, but he's also attacking Olympus way up top? Is he two separate guys or just the one?
Kronos isn't attacking Olympus personally, Dora. He's just sending his legions there. He has a dangerous commander leading the assault, a different Titan called Prometheus.
A different Titan called Prometheus. Prometheus. Huh.
Yes, the Titan of Foresight. Even you probably know the tale of his punishment for stealing from the gods.
I wonder how they're related.
No, it's. I think. Nah, don't worry about it. See you later, Mel.
You sure?
Prometheus.
I wonder if the
So,
two of these
what's up?
characters are related at all. Hmm. Hmm. Ah well. I'm sure it's nothing. We'll worry more about
Gotta go.
that stuff later.
Oh, hey.
Hello, Eris. Not the time. Okay.
I'm warning you, you better cut this out, Trouble. Messing with Kronos, messing with Typhon, messing everything up. That's supposed to be my job.
You clearly did your job already. I'm in the process of undoing it, much like how I often pick up after you here.
Well, you're not gonna. And even if you do, you'll look back on this and wish things were as interesting as they are now.
I wouldn't mind if things were boring for a change.
I would.
What a silly character Eris is. Such a well-written character.
Hey, how about another visit to the springs? You seemed to enjoy yourself last time, and I find it truly helps.
Well, as long as it helps. Look, I don't get my wings wet for just anybody, babe, but you're special. So let's go?
Damn right I'm special.
Just right.
We should swap outfits once we're done.
What is it like having so many siblings? I have but one and didn't even know him growing up, though I often tried confiding in him anyway, like an imaginary friend.
The more brothers and sisters you have, the bigger the disappointment you can be. And it is so embarrassing when you forget their names. Just look at how us kids of Nyx get on. The only family more messed up than mine is yours.
Wow.
You mean the Olympians? How do you figure? They have their differences, to be sure, but they still work together to maintain the natural order of the realms.
Kind of.
Work together? Come on, they can barely stand each other. From the very top on down. They never should have gone into business. Always caught between their blood commitments and their jobs.
I won't deny that family adds a complicated layer to their responsibilities, but it's also a source of solidarity and strength. Look at them now, standing together against a common foe. This is the Olympus mortals' love and fear.
Sorry, not impressed. They say family is a bond that can never be broken, but as is so often the case, they're wrong. Just because someone's related to you doesn't make them special or deserving of respect.
Eris is incredibly right about this one.
What does it take to earn respect from you, Eris?
I actually don't even know the answer to that right now. Though sitting naked with me in half-boiling water helps.
Well, all right.
Time passes.
I had a blast there, babe. And look how clean my wings are now. Won't stay like this for long, but still.
There we go. Big bonuses. Not really bonuses, but big
This night is
portrayals.
ours.
Do we have new stuff?
I hate it out here.
Do we have new stuff to make? Bounties of the Infinite Abyss. Gift of Night. Okay. Sometimes contain... Claimed if there's enough in here. That seems like a good grab. What does it take? Glass rock and serpent scales? I think that's worth grabbing.
Only
Rewards
those
getting
are
far enough.
deserving of the gifts of night. So mote it be.
Is there another one?
Pure potential.
We have to say Hecate.
Kronos must believe he has the upper hand now that Olympus has the father of all monsters bearing down on them night after night. But he has made a grave mistake.
Typhon cannot be controlled. If he no longer had Olympus to contend with, he would probably come after Kronos next. There must be some way we can redirect his rage.
If not his rage, the very nature of his being. I have always taught you that our craft is never to be used for destruction alone. But no rule is immutable. Let us use our enemy's strengths against them, to rid us of them all.
Disintegration of monstrosity.
Ooh. Unholy Ghost. Glad to see ya. It has been a hot minute.
Typhon does not belong in this world.
Happy New Year to you as well. Glad to see you stop by. I need to readjust my settings real quick. Probably it's up there. Turn this down. Yeah, right about there. Okay. I feel like the speech is a little quiet. Yeah, it's good to see you, Unholy Ghost. I've been streaming again. Been
Oh,
changing things up for myself. Moved across the country again. So, you know. Took a minute to get reacclimated, and now I'm back on the grind. The streaming grind.
This place has changed so much since I took off. If you told me half the stuff was here, you'd have had a way easier time persuading me to come back.
I wanted to see if you'd do it of your own accord. And also, surprise, you still remember the trick to locating the place.
Hard to forget it once you know the way. Though, finding a good landing spot, I'm out of practice on that front. I nearly crashed into the cauldron.
No, what happened?
I crashed into Master Odysseus instead.
Moved across the country, yeah. Went from East Coast back to the West Coast, or, well, Midwest Coast-ish. I'm back in my home state of Utah. The mountains called for me. And I liked it out east, but it was not quite my favorite. You have no death defiances. Athena may appear once with its common boon. That's kind of nice. That can be something I look to eventually. How do I want to start this run? Take more. You know what? This could be a fun Discordant Bell run.
What secrets lie within?
And finally get the black coat too. Back to Mormonland. It is an interesting place. A lot more people have moved back here, or moved here from
At last.
like California and other places, trying to.
Cannot escape.
I like the sound of that.
Okay, punchy.
May we converse?
Got missiles. Okay, we're kind of the mech. That's fun. Lots going on. Yeah, there's a lot of transplants to Utah, and so I feel like it's really diluted the former culture, and I think that's a good thing. It makes Salt Lake a little bit more of an interesting place. The movie SLC Punk
Settle
kind
a
of
little easy,
captured
young one.
how
These shades are making
strong the
claims you felt
counterculture is out
defiant of
here.
all monsters. I, however, am the voice of reason, and I say, come on.
Typhon's recent defeat certainly wasn't my doing alone, Commander. We have Olympus on our side, and more.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what I said. Technically, it wasn't just you. Hear that, disciples? She had a bunch of those fancy boons, and who only knows what else.
Then you win the wager?
Damn right.
Okay. Makes sense. You have a really strong conservative main base, so you naturally have a strong rebellious element. Well, very true. I feel like it's a very strong counterculture, at least compared to some of the other places I go, where it's like, you know, I've been to California, and it's pretty lax generally, or at least the areas that I've been in Cali. And I think it, like, nice enough. Been to Seattle. I've been around the country a couple of times, various areas, but I feel like here is a very unique element to it, in that it's just,
That you got you shades?
it's hard to fully describe. What is it? What's the saying? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have a saying for this. I learned recently that trees, if they are not exposed to wind, just kind of flop over rather than actually becoming stronger. And I feel like that's kind of the case with a lot of culture as well. You have to have that kind of like yin-yang effect of, you have to have something to kind of fight against to really know where your morals lie, if that makes any sense. Evolution doesn't happen without competition. There you go. Let's get started with heading down.
Walk in the woods.
Get some of this run going.
Raining again.
What are we ever going to do about our poor summit? That ugly Typhon made it all the way up here, and he's been ruining everything. Well, we are not going to let him walk all over us.
It does. Yeah, we'll do that. It's gonna do a lot of damage.
Thorn Weepers.
Yeah, okay. 40, that works. But yes, evolution doesn't happen without competition. It doesn't happen... If people are left to their own devices, they will stay lazy, unless you're actively pushing. At least that's what I find, because I know that I have stayed very lazy for most of my life. But I think you gotta find that inner drive. You gotta find that inner drive, or like have something to compete against on that external. That's why in sports there's so many rivals. A favorite fact of my spouse's is just how many like rival female soccer players end up getting married. It's just like that sort of push-pull of when you're up against people consistently, and you have those
Hit me then.
sorts of deep thought processes,
Let's fish.
or deep emotional bonds, whether positive or negative. I think that they
I caught a Progelli.
come back to you. Schopenhauer analogy about the lobster: doesn't need to know it at its shell until it gets too big inside, and then there's pain, discomfort. Suffering drives progress. You know what?
You can sense my
That's
motive
a
in giving
great
you
way
this. Sometimes we simply feel an impulse to express our admiration.
Great way to describe it.
Knowing how important your whims are to you, surely you understand.
The Olympians often demand tribute from their worshippers, do they not? Their custom, perhaps, but not mine. I merely ask that you honor our arrangement in perpetuity, though neither shall I reject your offering.
I love the chaos design in this game. It's so good.
I was unable to detect you for some time, but then the earth itself shuddered, as though an object of very substantial size fell from considerable height. That must have been the being you call Typhon. Did you cause him to fall? Do not respond.
Okay. No money. If I take damage, stunned, but 150%. You know what? We'll go with move faster.
Understand and accept.
And there's the darkness. Ooh. Been meaning to get that. But yes, I think it's very important to
That you, Arachne?
try and find new purpose to push yourself. And I think I've been doing that a little bit more this year. Do I want a sacrifice boon? Eh. I do want to see Arachne, though.
Silken finery, so soft, divine. I spin my threads, catch whatever comes my... Why, hello there.
Hi, Arachne.
You know the gods did this to me, don't you? Although I shouldn't say the gods. Was truly just the one. But the others, they didn't care. They were complicit in the whole thing. It was as though I was a spider to them all along.
Arachne. The gods could be kinder to mortals. You'll hear no argument from me on that. I have a certain point of view on it myself. Most mortals I've met, they've all been dead.
Yet you abide Olympus anyhow. I understand, I do. They're family. And that's one thing we can never change. Not really. Although the Titan whom you're up against, isn't he family too?
She has a Dark Souls type laugh. We'll take the moonlight dress again.
Do you like it?
Why, this is beautiful, thank you.
Stock market probably gonna collapse in the near future anyway. The next few years will be
Still
interesting
rooted
for
here, I
everybody.
see.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, huh? I've been thinking a lot of that myself. It's
Well,
it just makes me think
till we meet
of
again.
We should be able to hold back Typhon for a while longer.
it makes me think of a lot of yeah, we'll do days too. A lot of the Great Depression precursors. I'm a psych guy, not sure how much I follow that stuff. There's plenty of societal impacts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've been trying to stay on top of the news in spite of how much it pisses me off.
You helped us beat that bloody monster down. If only I could have
Like
seen
seeing
you
how
or
much
something else hot stuff.
Nvidia and like the whole AI circle jerk is propping up
Just have to make
a
it
market that is already down, and then on top of that, like not actually posting. It pisses me off so much, just this entire administration.
Go, Phrynos.
Deregulating everything is just gonna hurt the common person. But especially, it's going to especially hurt the people that are already suffering. And that's the thing that really annoys me. Bird!
Greetings, little raven.
I love ravens. I have a tattoo of a raven. Love those guys.
Again?
Not gonna last. They can only kick the can down the road for so long. That's how I feel about pretty much every major financial thing.
Oh, good, some target practice.
We live in a society that continues to kick the can down the road. And it's like, somebody's got to pay for this at some point. We might as well do it when things are already okay so that we can actually eat the loss rather than have everybody really suffer.
There you are.
We've bigger problems on Olympus than we counted on, I hear.
Problem is, nobody ever wants to say now is the time to take the hit.
You'd think I'd be more capable of
Back the
tracking
next 10 years
prey
to get to a
that's
stable
Typhon
place.
size.
Yeah. I keep saying to my spouse,
You were tracking Kronos, me perhaps. But if it's any consolation, finding Typhon ought to be quite easy at this point. Bringing him down, less so.
sorry, trying to appreciate the fantastic voice work in this game.
I'll take your word for it. My father's much too proud to call me back to aid in our defense. Says I'm still needed here. If he wants Typhon to himself so badly, he can have him.
Okay. I'll take easy shot.
Smart. Moonlight guide you home tonight.
See you.
What was I saying? I keep saying to my spouse, you need, like, the natural process of things is that things need to contract as well as, like, much like the breathing process, you need to have the in, you need to have the out. You need to breathe in, you need to breathe out. You need to expand, you need to contract. And our economy, like, the incentives are so against contracting in any capacity.
Of that terrible Typhon, my niece. It has been so long since last we fought that I dare say he's grown still larger in the intervening time. And sneakier as well. All of that shaking here, it was from him.
I want to splat. We'll just go with buried treasure.
Treasure from the sea.
Anyways,
Steady yourself. Trust in your training ere you reach your destination at the house. That and your connection to Kronos affords you some degree of control over his abilities. An unwitting inheritance he gave to you.
My knowledge of Dream, his command over time. A potent combination, but one I know I must approach with a great deal of caution and respect.
Approaching matters with caution and respect shall rarely lead you astray. I shall await word of whatever it is you discover, and whether our plans may come to pass.
the eternal growth model, every economy, not just ours, is a giant Ponzi scheme. Yes. It's that whole Western mindset of forever growth. Yeah, everything other than what we've done before, bad. If it's different, it's bad. If we can't control it, it's bad. It's just a very colonial mindset that we're still stuck in. And it annoys me to no end because we are not... Nothing can go on forever. All things must end. And rather than trying to... Rather than trying to accept that things are going to change and be different, we just cling on to it as if there's no... Kratos, please! Oh, I'm a mouse. Beep. The Ponzi scheme that you described earlier as well just is endlessly infuriating to me because, like, I am not invested in the stock market for numerous reasons. One of them being it is just a Ponzi scheme. You only get more if more people get into it. And I don't have enough assets for that to be worth it. I could just improve my quality of life. And sure, people are going to be like, okay, but what are you going to do for your retirement? Society is in a weird spot. I don't know if things are going to be close enough or similar enough to the way that they are that I'll even get the opportunity to do something like a retirement. So I might as well enjoy my time now a little bit more and invest in stuff that like will bring me joy and I can fully control where my assets go. Because I really don't want to pay into the Magnificent Seven or whatever it's called, the big stocks. All of those companies suck. And I have very strong moral reasons to be like, why would I give these people my money? They're just going to try and continue to take everything from me and the people that I care about. Work for Fortune 500.
Farewell, Erebus.
We need to grow forever, the system collapses. Wow, that is...
The Rim of Oceanus.
That's a terrible way to go about things, in my eyes. I know it's a common saying online, but endless growth is not natural, it is cancer. It will feast upon itself until there is nothing left. And if you can't... Trying to control things to that extent is insanity. Number must always go up. We have to contract. We simply can't sustain our lives the way that they are. We can't sustain the idea of life the way that it is. Things will change. Things have to change. And yes, I know the East also experiences a lot of same issues that we do. But I feel that a lot of it comes...
Lord Charon, are you giving this
One second.
The pattern on this parchment work. The mark of night and a triple-headed lion and the words, I see you hoard the shattered corpses of your foes. This is a waking phrase for Zorafet. You are entrusting me with this. Well, if you think I'm ready, then I'll say it at the Silver Pool, next opportunity I get. Thank you, my lord. I see you hoard the shattered corpses of your foes.
Greetings from Olympus. Normally, my light makes it easy to spot whoever needs a blessing or a smiting, but you?
There we go.
So bright.
Big AoE. 100% more damage? Yes. Do I want more Ares? Not Ares, Apollo. I think I do. Too late, we're too deep into it. Yeah. We're in a pretty, our entire system is flat. I think that we need to understand that society as we know it has to collapse. I don't think it's a good thing. I think that it is a very bad thing that we could have fixed it and we said no. I'm casting pretty frequently.
There are such creatures born of nightmare and the sea, which float eternally toward death and decay, and so invariably find themselves exactly here.
I think I just stepped in one. Going in.
Phoenix will rise from the ashes eventually. It's going to be tough for everyone. We have to live through the collapse. I mean, like I said, it makes me think of the Great Depression in that people just decided to collect as much as they could and say, well, this is the way it's going to be. Everybody on the lower rungs of the societal ladder has to suffer in order to make this work. It's insanity.
Rest easy now.
Really, my biggest suggestion for people is to be ready to pivot and learn new skills. Because I know I need to learn more skills. I need to learn more, like, practical skills, more handy skills. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to pay for a lot of that kind of work in the future. Because right now I'm working in research, and that's a pretty shaky field. I moved back here and got a former job because my boss was hiring, my former and now boss was hiring, and I'm like, okay, well, I saw the position was open and said, okay, let's try it.
A goddess may cross your path.
Let's do dark side. Yeah, I'm excited to see trade skills come back. Let's see what Hestia's is. Yeah, we'll take extra.
Well, here we go.
I'm not excited for the kind of change that's going to have to happen. We just have people in charge that are so supremely greedy and can only think of themselves that everybody else has to pay the price.
Got just a little steamed back there, but I am back to my usual, quite irritable self, thank you.
When I was a kid, we thought all robots would replace manual labor. Instead, AI is replacing the administrative and social jobs. Labor is flourishing. So, a big goal of my life is to try and be more of an artist and like be more creative in my day-to-day, because I'd kind of repressed that for so long that naturally when you fight against the tide for long enough, you have to just okay. Sorry, looking at my trees. Seeing AI and all of that.
Agent lady, welcome back. So who's this knight you're working for? And who else has she signed? She sounds intense.
I spoke of the one and only Night, whose presence fills the underworld and surface. She is one of the eldest primordial powers, yet the Titan Kronos thought he could stop her.
Ooh, sounds like some healthy competition. Well, if this knight really wants us to sign with her, she'd better make a good offer. Else Mr. Kronos might snatch up all the talent. Welcome to our show!
What was I saying? Yes. The social... The greedy motherfuckers that are running everything are saying, screw the humanities, put everything into tech, have everybody suffer because it'll make us more money. What's up, Daft? All of the soundtracks in this game, everything's just so good. What I'm saying all comes down to, I want more artists. I want more artists, and I want more art like this. I don't want AI generated slop. I want creatives that know what they're doing and are passionate about what they're doing. I want more Supergiants in the world. I want to enjoy the fruits of the labor of people that want to pursue these kind of creative positions.
This is a Storkfin.
Mere mortals never could achieve such skill.
Didn't hurt. To firmer ground.
Oof. I had green tea for a drink, and man, it has given me a headache. I had it yesterday, and it gave me a bit of a headache as well. I think I've just not been hydrating enough. I thought, oh, I could use some caffeine today. Because I'm going to end up staying up a little late, going to a little get-together later. And I regret it. I'm probably going to need to see about grabbing some headache medicine on my way there. Big brain ouchie.
Now my reward.
What was I saying? I was talking about politics. How have you been doing tonight, Daff? What are you up to?
The path you face.
Throbs.
Smackers.
They're going to love
How long does this last? It doesn't do very much damage. Playing Baldur's Gate 3 because you can't stop. That game is really good though. BG3 is just a phenomenal piece of work. Phenomenal piece of art. It makes me a little sad seeing the stuff Larian has said about like doing AI generating art for like the pre-concept work. Because like, come on guys. The AI is trained off of like stolen art. It makes me a little sad because I want to be able to more fully support pretty much anything that they do, but like as an arts appreciator, I want the people that make it and it gets scraped to make money too.
Feast your eyes on this.
What kind of a character are you playing in BG3? I really want to just do a fighter run. My current run is
In the name of Hades.
a Paladin Dirge. I think I'm on Devotion Path. Let's do extra bonus damage. Hexblade Warlock. Oh. Knife's BG3 character is,
It's her again.
I think,
Oh, all alone this
the
time.
default Warlock? Not Warlock. Default Dirge. It was...
How was your meeting with Narcissus? I'm glad he was decent enough to pay you a visit. I know it must have hurt, but I hope it helped to see him again.
It helped to see him again. Helped to see him again. To see him again.
When you murder the bard as Dirge, you break your oath as a paladin. So, Knife, you know what? We'll palm it up. How much damage is that? 130%? That's nice. Do I have... How many nectars do I have? I can gift one to you.
Please let me know somehow if there's anything I could get you or do for you one of these nights. At least it seems safe here. For now, I hope this nectar is enough.
This nectar is enough. Is enough. Is enough.
So, I do believe that it does break your oath,
You keep an eye on
but
Echo there, all right?
I had one of my companions knock out the companion, what's her name? Alfira? And instead I murdered the, I murdered the other bard, the Dragonborn bard, which my character was like, I had them talk about the Dragonborn stuff. I do believe that that doesn't break your oath, actually. I'm not 100% on that. It's been a hot minute since I've played it, but I don't think it breaks your oath because it's not something that you control. But I did end up breaking my oath on accident. I've broken my oath on accident at least once or twice, which I find very silly. I can't remember what did it. I think I think I started a fight with one of the... one of the mercenaries, like the slaver mercenaries. And that got me in trouble because I'm a devotion paladin. You can't be starting fights with people for no reason, even if they are slavers. It's bad news for dear old me. But yes, I'm in Act 3, and every time I open it up, I'm like, man, there's so much for me to do. I do one thing, and then I'm like, okay, well... okay, yeah, that seems good.
Fine work as always.
That's a great way to drain out my mana. Remember breaking my oath of ancient by using the wand in the hut to bring back that lady's husband? Yeah, that would track.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Attacks me, inflict daze. That seems good. 15% more damage too. I think I'll take the flat.
Felt that for sure.
Yeah, I think Paladin is... all of the classes in Baldur's Gate 3 is so good. All of them are just so good. Did we wrap up Yakuza 0? No! I've been talking with Daft about that. I need to talk with our other co-host, Leo, about finding a time to do that together. Because I feel like I can't just leave them out of that. Although I know that they've been tired a lot. I need to find need to make sure to find a time that works for all of us for that too. I don't want to eat all of Leo's time either. For fun, I think the stream friend elements were fun. Thank you. I did enjoy it. I think it being the only thing I was doing was less fun. I think having more co-op and like collaborative stuff, that's gonna be in the works. I've talked to Turn 1 Forest and Yelnats, and I did a collaborative stream with
having detected finally the princess of the dead.
A fellow streamer named Luigi's Apartment just earlier this last week. Did that on Sunday. It was fun. I think I want to be doing more collaborative stuff.
Check.
Static is setting a date for Savage next week. Okay. Well, we can see if we can set up some overlapping times for that. I mean, I feel like they did pretty well.
Fair trade.
I feel like they did pretty well on YouTube, and like, I don't really care if nobody shows up for the stream, because it's just like, yeah, I get to hang out with my friends and do silly commentary type stuff. I did appreciate you stopping by in those Unholy, though. It is... Am I advertising on a TikTok or Instagram? That's how you get viewers? No, I need to. I have a YouTube, but I need to learn how to actually make short-form content is my biggest problem. I think that's what made it fun, because you don't need to have fun with friends. I agree with that. Just shooting the shit, hanging out.
It's me.
It made it a good time. And I want to do more of that. I want to try and have more more content and more just fun time streaming.
Daughter, answer me something. How is it that the Titan's armies are well organized enough to siege Olympus when the Titan himself cowers here in Tartarus?
We have another Titan to contend with there. Prometheus is leading the attack. I don't know how exactly he got free, or what he truly wants, other than vengeance on the gods.
Is vengeance on the gods an insufficient desire in itself? I wanted nothing to do with his sentencing. But your Lord Uncle Zeus, well, he would always claim that he could fashion more creative punishments than I.
One part of the short form YouTube is get that one Nintendo Shop song. Yeah, that makes sense. I think Unseen Ire is the best out of these.
Thank you, Father.
Can I gift him stuff yet? No. Yeah, I need to figure out
A bounty of the infinite abyss.
how to actually edit for short form stuff. That, and I feel like I don't have... I don't know. I'm not a short form comedy specialist, to say the least. I feel like I'm a conversationalist, and that's where I feel like I thrive. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I'm trying to young NL. Hey. I am wearing the Dad Squad shirt. I mean, most of my wardrobe now, after I cut down on what I had, is like
There's something.
NL merch. You got the Dad Squad. Let's represent.
Cheers, Venus.
I think where I feel like I thrive the most is in one-on-one conversation with people that want to talk about themselves. Because I feel like I can ask questions that people get the opportunity to talk about themselves more. A content idea that I've had for a minute now is to try and do an interview type thing where I just ask people, like, what made you feel like you wanted to pursue art? And, like, I'm not going to reveal the name yet because it's still kind of up in the air on whether or not it's going to happen. I want it to. I really, really want it to, and I want to make... I want to make more stuff happen for myself with creative endeavors. Kind of your profession. I mean, yeah. I mean, I love people and talking to people, talking about people's lives. I think the flat damage would be a big boon here.
My heart.
I thrive in environments where we can talk about deeper subjects than just like this is the typical, here's the day-to-day. It's not like I'm sitting here saying, everybody, here's your stock advice. I keep seeing stuff on YouTube of like old form Call of Duty content of like the early-ish like the early machinima days where it's just like, yeah, here's this person talking about life over Call of Duty gameplay. Go with the full tree.
Darkness guide you.
I will go for more Hestia too. I keep seeing those Call of Duty commentary type deals, and every single one of them, I just like. I like the idea of Call of Duty commentary and bringing back the old form of YouTube content, just because I find it interesting. It's like internet anthropology for me. Because anthropology is a little bit of a fun subject of mine. A half hobby kind of subject. Anyways, I keep seeing those types of videos show up, and it's just people talking like, invest. And I'm like, I really don't want to. I don't want to think about or deal with the stock market at all.
Down there.
Deep stuff. Alright, what's my stance on the Copenhagen interpretation of the wave collapse function? Is reality deterministic or random?
Hear me, on my authority.
Okay, give me a minute. I gotta form coherent thoughts here.
This should help.
And here, let's alt tab and make sure that I'm understanding the Copenhagen response. Sorry, Copenhagen wave collapse. Okay, basic idea. Very, very basic idea of that there. Is reality deterministic or random? Can I say both? My response would be shaking my head while sticking my tongue out and going, ah. Okay, hang on, let's clip farm then.
I understand your latest vainglorious attempt to reclaim Olympus met with some success. Perhaps in the moment you witnessed the father of all monsters and all his terrifying stature, some primordial instinct took hold.
You awakened that monstrosity and call me vainglorious? Typhon is not going to take orders from you or anyone. He'll have nothing left to rule over if he has his way.
No, you gods shall have nothing left to rule over if he has his way, and I mine. Typhon may not be the negotiating type, but we need no agreement to pursue the same result.
Alright, what's your interpretation of the wave collapse function? Is the reality deterministic or random? You know what I think about that? I think it's D's. There we go. Clip it. I'll save that for the short form content. Genuinely though, I think it's random. I choose to believe it's random. Reality is what you make of it. If you don't try and make something of it, then it is just nothing. Your reality is determined when you Copenhagen Coper. The Copenhagen. I think if you don't determine the way that your life is gonna go, then it is random. I'm probably completely oh, I'm just eating. It's here. Hey, can you stop healing him, please? It'd be so convenient that reality doesn't exist. Until you measure it, free will exists. Life is what you make it. I mean, yeah. I'm kind of just flubbing my thoughts here because I'm trying to kill a boss. But I do think
My own family has done worse to me before, and I'm vastly stronger now. Stronger with each passing night.
no, that's me.
You're old and tired. You don't even know why you're fighting anymore. To prove something to your children.
They took everything from me. Everything and more. Now they seek for you to take the rest. Such a wretched family, this. Leave me be.
Why reality doesn't exist until you measure it. Free will exists. Life is what you make. I mean, the sky's the limit. When the circumstances of your birth, you do not control. The circumstances that you are put into, you do not control. What you do control is how you react to it. And if you choose to react in a way of like, ah, yes, I will.
All right, brother. Not yet. In dream, I shall remain unseen.
The ancient mirror of night. That conduit of dark primordial power from before time took hold, lies forgotten amid the myriad possessions of the captive underworld prince.
An ordinary mirror, nothing more.
Sorry, I gotta pee, and also I gotta think about how I'm going to fully answer this. Because I don't feel like I'm giving it justice, but I'll be right back. Okay. So to fully answer this, I believe that you do not control the circumstances of your birth, but you determine where your limits lie. Like, you have the physical limits of your body, and that's pretty much the extent of your limitation. You determine where you end up with your mind and where you are going to say, I'm done. I'm done with learning and where I am going to be. So I think you're only determined by your physical limits and your mental limits. Those are what define you. Einstein hated the Copenhagen interpretation, died basically in exile of scientific because he didn't want it to. I completely understand why he would hate that interpretation, because it's way more complicated than boiling it down to two options. Now let's see what Zagreus has to say.
It worked.
I've really been enjoying
Night and darkness,
seeing these two
blood
interact.
beyond the grasp of time.
Whee! You guys ever dream and just be like, oh, I can fly?
Which means, oh, blast. I never thought. telling anybody what I'm up to. Don't take this the wrong way, but this truly is your only idea.
Yes, I don't think I can stop Kronos here. Even Olympus is stuck trying to keep his forces at bay. And he's far too hateful and hard-headed to stop on his own.
That's our family for you. Father certainly has no love for Kronos, but he never speaks of him. Do you happen to know what went over between them to have made things this bad?
You're in a better position to ask our father about that than I am. Kronos was a tyrant, and his children wouldn't have it. The Fates themselves deemed that the gods should rule. But that apparently wasn't enough for him.
It never is.
So now you want me to soften for you? I mean, for us. I've had mixed experiences vanquishing certain members of our family before, but that wasn't forever. And you've said next to nothing about how you expect me to do it.
Look, I have knowledge of an incantation known as Dissolution of Time. It requires several complicated steps I shall explain along the way. If it works, it should unravel him.
Unravel him? That's a little vague for me, unless Kronos turns out to be a spool of yarn. Can you be more specific?
Unmake him. Destroy his ambitions along with him. Undo all the harm he caused. A threefold family bond is required. You, me, and Kronos. Then we shall infuse a special weapon with the negation of his very being. I'll get into that later.
Well, great. I think you cleared everything up. Though I'll admit I don't like having to kill our family members just because Father doesn't know how to get along with them.
You would blame Father in all this? Oh, blast. Kronos is starting to revive. I have to go. Keep searching for any sign of him. And remember, this is for all of us.
I will, and I understand, I think. We didn't ask to be born into this, but it's what we got. We'll handle it as best we can.
Just this line alone is exactly how I feel about life.
That's right. Thank you, brother. Take care of yourself. And be kind to Mother, Father, Cerberus, and all for me.
We don't control a lot of things in our life,
Return to Shadow now.
but we do control how we react to them. It's okay to be unsure. Deepest question you can think of, because whether random is everything changes so much. How do you store a random number or a random algorithm? Really, the best that you can do is have a placeholder. At least that's what I would
Got him again.
come to the conclusion
We're not
of.
finished yet, are we?
You can't control something that you don't understand.
Prometheus, Titan of foresight. Yeah.
What generates random?
Hey, is everything all right with you?
That's
Dora? I
that's a
didn't mean to
question
upset
for
you
the
with talks
ages.
of Titans when last we spoke.
I'm good, Mel. I don't get mad much anymore, really, and don't get weirded out either. It's just something about the name Prometheus. It's like it meant something to me.
But Prometheus was imprisoned for eons prior to this point. If you remember him, it's from a while back.
I'd be ancient history. But I hardly remember yesterday. Don't know how come I'd remember something from that long ago. Not that I do remember anything from then, except...
Except what?
Just a feeling. But it isn't great.
Just a hidden variable that we can't measure, or is it truly random? One is deterministic. Where I would land with that is probably
Whatever ails you, your amphibious companion shall listen.
the way that I would interpret that is everything surrounding something is what determines it, which is, let's be honest, random. So it is, again, this back and forth of like, is it nature or is it nurture that determines?
Something for you, princess. Where I reside, such darkness was quite commonplace, but perhaps not anymore. Here, in case you need it.
Oh, thank you, Lord Moros. Here in the Crossroads, we get just enough moonlight that darkness such as this is almost never seen. Wait, did you fulfill a prophecy just now?
I would have given it to you even if not.
Stop getting somewhere.
Looks like Eris is back.
Not random, just so many variables you can't count it. True random doesn't need external variable.
Speaking as someone with no
I
small
don't think true
experience
random
studying wars, I gotta say,
truly exists,
just 'cause
though.
I'm not working for Kronos doesn't mean I don't respect what he's been able to achieve.
Eris, That was one of the worst sentences I think I've ever heard.
Go look at what he's done, objectively, and tell me I'm wrong.
No, thank you.
Oh no, she's the enlightened centrist. That's what the Copenhagen Institute says, modern particle physics agrees with you. So I don't. Hey, we are allowed to disagree.
What do we think?
I will continue to disagree as civilly as I can. I think it's important to... Oh, Cellini, too. I think it's important to recognize the extent to which you understand things. Because I'll be honest, I have only so much understanding of things. I can give my thoughts and understand that what I say is not necessarily reality. It is what I would interpret. It's a topic way outside your background, but I think physics is super important in philosophy. You're decently versed in. That is probably one of the nicest things somebody has said to me. I am decently versed in philosophy.
Good, there you are. I'm late getting back, but couldn't bring myself to leave before you were up and about again. How are you feeling?
Considering the Titan of Time almost sliced me in two last night with a scythe twice my size that cuts through the air itself, I could be worse. Thank you for waiting up for me.
Of course. I like what you've done to this place. It's like a proper war camp now. With the taverna, hot springs. I ought to stop in more often. Shine on without me for now.
Shine on yourself.
I'm decently versed in philosophy, which means I'm not so well versed in it that I'm incredibly up my own ass, but I have a good enough understanding to be able to have my own interpretations and say, maybe this is a possibility. I think sometimes you do need that external mindset in order to understand. I think how you can interpret life or how someone is living without understanding building blocks. I agree with that. When you understand, as I was saying, you sometimes need that like fresh perspective or this alternative perspective in order to fully view things deeply. I won't say deeply, but to have these viewpoints interpret your own viewpoint. If you have every color, it just becomes big brown to talk about mixing paint. But I think when you splash in a couple of different mindsets and a couple of different viewpoints, then you can create new colors and paint with those, and then take those different colors and paint on top of that in different ways. You can't just meld it all together. To continue to make ridiculous analogies. We can't understand the pieces. Can we understand the whole? Maybe. But I think only in a limited sense. I think I would agree with that.
Dissolution of time. Disintegration of monstrosity. Connected incantations, negating that which has already come to pass. And violently, terrible use of our craft.
It is. You always said such power ought never to be used, save when no other possibility avails itself. Perhaps not even then. How did you discover such incantations? You practically know more of Kronos than he does himself.
When I learned of what Kronos had done to you and the rest, I refused to accept it, but I studied him nevertheless. Power always contains the secrets of its own undoing.
Even his and Typhon's.
Even his and Typhon's.
Let's talk to everybody and then
soon as to begin again,
continue.
But for the moment, I must take my rest.
It is indeed. It's all
Keep
here.
forgetting to check
Hail, broker.
by nectar. Sorry, I'm making your content a physics discussion. I should say 6-7 or something. 6-7. It's okay. I appreciate having these thought exercises because if nothing else, I feel like I learn something from it and it gives me something to think on. Lets me understand more about myself. I don't think I need any of these. Really, the whole point of me streaming is to interact with a variety of different people so that I can learn more about myself and others. And I think
I'll have to turn in more gold.
I think I appreciate your mindsets and viewpoints.
You made it.
Unholy.
Can't kill Kronos, can't kill Typhon, so what now? Keep doing this till somebody gives up? Thought we had a better plan.
The Titan thinks he took the upper hand by awakening that monster. But we'll turn that setback into our gain. Typhon is immensely powerful, a power we can use.
You really think the Titan would just offer up the key to his own undoing like that? Doesn't sound particularly smart.
The plan was always to exploit what he doesn't know.
Think he knows a lot more than you.
You did it.
Oh, Unholy, I have a new Discord link below the stream. Let me double check that. Oops. Just double check. I'm doing everything wrong. Anyways, below the stream, in my about, or somewhere below it, I have a Discord linked now. Because I'm trying to do a daily stream, and it's going to be a different time consistently. So I'm trying to be better about posting and be like, hey, I'm going to be live at this time. And I'm trying to see if I can get to a moderate streak on my streams. So trying to maintain a life and also have people. Thanks for joining, by the way, whoever just did. I assume that that's you. But I'm just trying to be more consistent about streaming and just get that there. Voice actors are really good, but I feel like the dialogue is kind of bland. Yeah, I'm not playing. I don't feel any emotional attachment with their messages. I think there's a lot of like burner dialogue, but there are times where there's deeper stuff. Like a lot of this is the fluff. And you got to get through the fluff in order to get to the more important messages. Like the previous night of discussing hey, we don't control the circumstances of our birth or where we're at, but we do control how we react and what we do. Like ever for filler dialogue, the voice acting is amazing though. I keep going on and on about how I love.
And you sing together beautifully at that. Olympus sent her to check up on us then, eh?
I think so, yes. But I have complete trust in her, if that's what you're wondering. She tells Olympus no more than they need to know to rest assured about our partnership.
She is by nature rather cautious, isn't she? Well, for my part, I'm pleased you have in her not just an ally, but a friend.
For my part, too.
Every aspect of this game I find to be just top-notch art, top-notch work. And if somebody told me like, oh, I don't like it, I'd be like, okay, I understand. But if I had this discussion with my spouse Knife last night, and they're like, I don't think it's a very pretty game. I mean, you're just looking at the ground all the time. Yeah, you're looking at the ground all the time, but the ground is beautiful. like all of this art is, I'm pretty sure, hand drawn, and it looks great. And even if it isn't hand drawn, it looks really good.
I know my limit now, and this is it.
There we go. Achievement unlocked. The art is really good too. Like, I'm probably
This night calls for
biased. I'm a huge dork.
I see you hoard the shattered corpses of your foes.
Ooh. Start the night. Skyfall, a hex that strikes foes and applies shine. Oh, okay. These are neat. Faster stuff. Okay. Interesting. I think I want to do regular Melinoa. Low axe.
Such strength.
My favorite game art is Octopath Traveler, but this has a very similar feel to how much paid attention to background art. I would agree with that. Do Rivals too. I'm excited to see how the sirens change with that.
The ancient fate-wrought arms of night is now rejoined under the Princess of the Underworld's care, all equally prepared to rid the realm of any of its foes.
As am I.
I haven't played Octopath Traveler, but from what I've seen of it, I watched like 5-10 minutes of an ex's like sibling play it, and I was like, okay, this seems pretty good for a JRPG. I'm not the biggest JRPG fan, but you know, it's good.
Farewell, everyone.
I love a JRPG that will tell me all sorts of stuff. And I love story driven, like character driven stories, and 8 characters seems like a great way to make a very wide story. Ooh, I will definitely be taking faster attack.
Send a message.
Pretty standard JRPG. The art is so beautiful, the mechanics top notch too. Okay. Good to know. I think the next JRPG I need to play is Expedition 33. Even though it's not your standard JRPG fare. I just feel like it's just getting so much love, and Leo of Yakuza, or Yakuza series, said that they really like it, even though they also haven't finished it. That's the problem with JRPGs, is like you can only really be playing one at a time.
A solid portion of the residents there are due to failed marriages, most typically their own. I bless each matrimony that I can, but it can only do so much.
Specials inflict hitch. I think I'm gonna go with sprint hitch. That seems like a good way to deal damage. Kind of want, if I could get Aphrodite to give me attack, I think I want that. But yes, I really want to play Expedition 33, and you can only play so many JRPGs at a time. It's
Lord Ares is finally back. Nothing makes a war official like when he shows up. Things haven't always gone our way when we fought together, but this time just about everybody's here.
Yes, attacks deal more damage. 80%. Big boost, big boost. Like, I have a job. I have a full-time job, and also I'm trying to stream as well. And that makes it really difficult to have the time to play 120-hour JRPG.
Have you?
And I will not talk smack about how good they are, because
Out of my sight.
I want specials as well. You know what, we'll take Rapture Ring. That seems interesting. Anyways, I'm not a full-time streamer. I can't afford to take so much time out of my day and week to play just crazy long JRPGs, because I gotta pay bills. I gotta do 40 hours of my research job. That makes it difficult to find the time to play long form content like that. It also doesn't perform particularly well, which is only like half of the reason that I don't do it. I'll be real. The other is JRPG, not my big genre. I feel like there's a lot of okay JRPGs, and I can't dedicate that much time to a game that I think is only like passable. Because I want to play good games, and if I walk away from Expedition 33 without crying at least once, I'm gonna be a little upset. I gotta also deal 60 damage for each and every strike. Only the final chop. That doesn't... I'm just gonna go with Swing Faster.
Feels even sturdier.
That seems good. Swing fast. I will take the Palm for once. I very rarely take Palm, but I feel like I'm in a run where I really want to be boosting my base damage. Is Pokemon a JRPG? Does it classify under that nowadays? Is that overly presumptuous of me to say that it is? Nah.
Phrenos, do your thing. See you in the crossroads?
I just can't help but feel like it is a JRPG, though. What about it is different from your standard JRPG? Like, sure, it's no Final Fantasy, but I feel like it's got a lot of the elements. I don't know. I feel like being contrarian and saying Pokemon is a JRPG.
It is
I can't help that, though.
Girl, you would have taken any sort of blessing here and now, whether from me or any of my kin. Well, as the fates would have it, you're getting the very best.
We'll do extended family. I take boons a lot. If I'm given them, I take them.
The reappearance of your wells is certainly no accident, my lord. All it took was the appropriate incantation. Little by little, we shall restore the old order. Now for the test.
Alright.
How fares the task?
I've told my brother of what Kronos has done, but he expressed reluctance about having to destroy a member of our family. He even suggested father may be partly to blame.
A complication. Your brother never was keen on taking direction, especially from your father. And now he's filling your own head with doubt. We have no recourse here, Melenwe. Persuade him or all shall be for naught.
He also asked me what exactly happened between Kronos and my father, and I realized I didn't know. Does anyone? This war he's waged, it isn't merely over who should rule.
Their precise history is of no bearing to our present state. In war, one would be wise to not give undue credit to one's enemies. If you spend all your time so deep in thought, then you shall hesitate to act, and your moment shall pass.
Ouchie. Oh! Boosted up Hecate is not Kate? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce anything that's Greek. It's all Greek to me, as they say.
Do not overextend.
Oh.
Into the fray, sisters.
Ouch. What was I saying? Pokemon is a JRPG? Oh! Oh! Eep! I mean, there's no skills slash levels. Really no real skills, levels, etc. Is that true, though? I feel like Pokemon, there's a lot of levels and skills. And, like, meta progression stuff. Like, oh yeah, this is the fire type, the ice type. The standard sort of deal. Ouch. Jeez, we're doing a lot of damage. That's a good sign. I love a big axe moment.
You handle Zorifet as though its bulk is not an inconvenience, but a strength.
Yes.
Yippee! Yes, it's kind of an RPG. I don't know if monster progression is the same as player progression. I mean, Persona is kind of the same way, though. Persona is definitely a JRPG. What's my damage?
Try a different one.
10. You deal, but also take 10%. Yeah, we'll do this.
Into the depths.
I think if you follow the Persona route, then Pokemon does classify as JRPG. Like, everybody has their favorite
An unfamiliar tune.
Persona. Well, not really. People have their favorite Pokemon for sure. That is a certainty. But do people have a favorite Persona? I don't feel like that's necessarily the case. I'll tell you my favorite Pokemon. It is Typhlosion. I love the Cyndaquil line. It's just so cute. And then Typhlosion looks great. I'm a big Typhlosion Hisui fan. But that's because I love fire types, and Fire Ghost is just such a... It's a fun type. Is it good? Hell no. Actually, I never played any of them. It's a mixed bag.
Set to fight or get out of the way. Can hardly stand all this water and the singing, but this has to be done.
Man, I haven't seen Nemesis in forever.
About damn time.
Race you.
Yeah, Typhlosion Hisui, not very good. Ouch. It's very much a striker Pokemon. It will get absolutely bodied by a variety of moves. But the things it's good against, it will delete. Has good versatility
Any
in
progress locating means
striker.
to enter Tartarus. I'd transfer you my birthright if I could under the circumstances, though I'm reasonably certain that's not possible.
Got my own birthright, thanks. And yeah, been making progress. Three-headed monster near the maintenance access point to Tartarus. It digs up through the ground.
You plan to get into the lowest reaches of the underworld through the hellhole that beast leaves behind. You know that Cerberus is my father's dog, don't you?
All the more reason that tunnel's going to lead me right where I need to be one of these nights. Mark my words.
Consider them marked.
No, she took my... Okay, well, that's fine. I would like a Demeter, actually. No, not the not the rodent. Evil rat. Ouch. Ouch. There we go. Easy rat. Uh-oh, vanquished.
Gods, what a monster.
Special?
You bested Kronos again, didn't you, Flower? We always knew he could be beaten. I once saw to it myself. But can he be destroyed? The Witch of the Crossroads must know.
Remaining still. That's not going to happen. 60 more? We'll just go with Arctic Gale. That's a little bit more my speed right now. More boons? Okay, there we go. What are some other notorious JRPGs? Has anybody here played the new Final Fantasy? The Final Fantasy VII remake?
The gods.
Because I've heard good things about it if you know what you like. Gather resources, gain HP. I'll take that. I really want to take Selene, but we continue.
Choose one, spurn the other.
We're a good match.
Take one random boon heroic and get pulls more damage and last longer? That's big.
You would forsake my blessing, even knowing it is sought after all the world over.
Had to do it.
But yes, has anybody played the new Final Fantasy remakes? My biggest issue with that stuff is, like, I do not like time travel very much. I feel like they write it in such a way that it gets very convoluted and very... like, okay, well, here's how it works for us, though. It works for us this way because X, Y, or Z. So it's every media property is like, okay, well, here's our interpretation of how that works. Oh, there it is. Here's our interpretation of time travel. And I don't know. It bothers me a little bit. Like, should it? No. I just find it to be a bit convoluted.
It's something.
Too young for the good old JRPGs like Chrono Trigger. I need to actually play Chrono Trigger. Or if that may be a a stream goal one day. I can see if I can do like one day a week where I play through a JRPG. I should have taken Archaic Seal and then the HP. That's silly of me. Oh, Hephaestus too?
Olympus, I accept this message.
You know what? That seems good. Flutter Strike. How many? 130%? That's pretty solid. I may figure out JRPG Day. Oh, this looks...
Soak it up, lady. One of our proud sponsors made all our dreams come true. A brand new stage and a collaboration with one of the biggest names this side of the sea.
I kind of love this new look. Oh, hello. They're off now. Came back just in time.
Here with you. This is no sponsor's doing, but the will of Night. As fear spreads, so do these manifestations of nightmares. My own, apparently.
They went goth.
Badmouth our sponsor all you like, but they got taste, and you do not. We're debuting our latest single thanks to them, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. At least not the first part. This song's called Rockin' the Hard Place.
I am so excited for the new song. So good. I love the music. Has Charybdis doing the growl? That's so good. Featured artist Charybdis. Oh no! This is spooky. The growls, that's so good. Ow. I'm taking so much damage. Maybe Discordant Bell was a bad idea for the new boss fights. No. Ouch. Please stop. I'm being bounced around like a volleyball. I'm so excited to sit down and just listen to all of the different tracks for the Sirens. I wonder if they have more than one. They have to, right? We went goth! Oh my god!
Show's over.
They went all...
Though
I love
bolstered
it.
by colossal Charybdis, skiller in those monstrous songstresses from the abyssal sea, yet prove unable to complete their deadly act.
In the end, a normal night for them.
They made her even more perfect, Pog. So true, so true.
Best get out before Skiller comes back.
Daft would in fact get freaky with the mother of all monsters. What percentage damage do we do with? Almost 20%? Yeah, we'll stick with it. Just Every time I'm like, oh, these are great. All of these designs are so good. I go into the new rivals and I go, wow, they can improve it. Makes me so happy. I can't wait to see what they put in the docket next for their games. Supergiant. I mean, I don't think they're making another Hades game. Should they? I mean, I don't know. They managed to capture lightning in a bottle twice. Supergiant, call me. Yes, exactly. Supergiant, please. Hey, Supergiant, do you need any more VAs or anything handy under the table? Because I'll do it. I'll be there for you. Please call me.
I'm taking this back. Lycaons.
I have no marketable skills at all, but I'll be a PA or something. Yeah, I'll be a gopher. I'll do anything for you.
Those poor shades.
I mean, I grew up playing your games. Is that enough? Is that enough to get a game or get a job within games now? Absolutely not. I'm very curious to see how gaming is going to continue to evolve as a whole because of all of these different changes that have been going on.
In the name of Hades.
Do I think I can make Tall Order work? I don't think I can. I think I'll just take the dodge chance. How many boons do I have? It's another like 10% dodge chance. I think that's enough.
Stuck.
Where will gaming go? Where has gaming come from? These questions and more not answered on this stream.
More ashes.
I can tell you where it won't be going. Space gaming. Oh, so true. I can't wait to... Actually, it is kind of quantum gaming.
That should have done it.
Quantum tunneling my CPU into my rig. Quantum tunneling an entire AI data center into my rig.
Guide you. Moonlight guide you. Guide you. Guide you.
Double. That seems pretty good. 8? How much does that put it at? 170? Well, it's less good than I would have hoped for, but only so much I can do about it. Doggy.
Check in with Headmistress about you.
I love the doggy. I love all of the animals in this game. They really have done a lot to iterate. They already had so much, and they continued to add even more. I'm tunneling an entire AI data center into my rig so that I can finally play Crisis. I know Crisis isn't the benchmark, but I think it's funnier using an old benchmark that is outdated. Was Crisis 1 even like a good game?
Lend me your light.
You may enact the Testament of Night this eve, as difficult as it may be to overcome the growing fear that spreads with each and every uttered vow. I shall be your witness.
Let's go with Night Bloom this time.
Night Bloom.
I've never played a Crisis game. I watched somebody play Crisis 2. And let me tell you, that game did not seem very good. It did not really have a very comprehensible story. The mechanics seemed interesting, having like a mix of like a stealth action sort of deal. Seemed interesting, but never played it either. Only remember it being a benchmark. It was a benchmark for like how long? At least 6 or 7 years. Just because I'm gonna say it was a very unoptimized game. Yeah, it felt like it forever. 6, 7. Fuck. Fuck. I can't believe I fell for it. I fell for my own trap. Fool. I set up a bear trap and walked right into it. So how long is 6-7 gonna be a thing? I think this saves me.
Clear the way.
I think we're reaching the point where kids are like, it's not fun anymore because adults know what it means.
Here, fishy.
I'm always so curious as to what the youth decides is going to be cool.
This is an anguish.
A prize procured from water, caught with grace.
How long did it take for Suck It to go out of style? Young for that too, I guess. Hey. Talked to my nephew on Christmas and he said he hated it. I think that makes sense. There's a certain point where it reaches critical mass and everybody goes, okay, I'm done with this. I think the big thing for Suck It going out of style is culture went a little slower simply because not everybody was on the internet all the time. And kids, like, they spend more time on the internet than, like, anybody should. Unless you're on TikTok. People on TikTok probably spend more time on there than they should ever. Suck It never went out of style. What are you talking about? I think it's not so much a, like, it went out of style. It just became less part of the culture. Haven't seen anyone do the gesture in like 20 years. Okay, the gesture is a different thing altogether too. Nobody's doing the cross chop. Actually, hang on. I think the last time I saw that
Cerberus decides not to devour the princess.
popular, or the last time I saw it in pop media was like Borderlands 1. There's that one video of the guy beating the shit out of someone in Tekken, then he does the cross chops. I know exactly what video you're talking about.
No more despair, good shade.
The one where he does it just like 30 times in a row. Man, fighting game players are built different.
Made it back here.
What's our almost 30%? Ah, well, we'll get there. I was in middle school. The cross chop was huge.
Almost there.
I'm just imagining like 8th graders doing the cross chop, and it's cracking me up. It's like, kid, you don't you don't know what a boob looks like. And I highly doubt that you're getting head. Let's be real. It's kind of the thing, though. So many kids just say, I want to grow up so much faster than I am.
4 chambers to go.
I don't think any of us even understood what sucking it even was. Yeah, that's the funny thing. Like, what I like, just like 6-7. Exactly. That's the thing I like about 6-7 in comparison, though, because it doesn't mean anything. It's not like, oh, the kids are talking about sex. It's just like, they're talking about nothing. The kids are just being kids. It's harmless. It's
silence.
It's all fun. Just the meme. The meme of the day.
Go show that shade the way. Why, thank you.
My father, he visited me recently, demanding that I tell him where to find you. I made clear I did not know, but you are drawing more of his attention.
You're saying he tortured you, that blasted wretch. He won't need to find me. I'm about to find him.
Do not misunderstand. We merely spoke. Granted, that is a rarity in itself. You never knew what to do with my brothers or me. Never should have had us at all.
Father, please don't speak that way. What even happened with you all? I know the tales of how you vanquished him, but know so little of how it was for you growing up.
We often fought. He believed we would take after him. None of us did. And when the fates decided that the time had come for us to rule in his stead, he resisted, bitterly. But these old memories, I would leave them buried.
What I love about this game is that it talks about generational trauma in a way that it confronts generational trauma in a way that isn't explicit most of the time. So a lot of the time I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, obviously Kronos sucks, and his kids came out weird because of that. Of course they have their hang-ups. They had him as a dad. They had him to model after. Dash. Sweep. Let's go with dash sweep.
It is yours.
For our family.
Perfect. Doggy.
The resting hound of hell makes plain he wishes not to be disturbed.
It's also what made Shot more outrageous, because the kids were doing it and the teachers knew that it wasn't something they understood. Yeah, they're just like, I can't stop. They either try and make you stop it, and they explain, and then you're not going to be able to stop them even more. So you just go, okay, well, I guess we just deal. Kind of the thing about kids, huh? They're going to do it anyways, might as well. Might as well embrace until it's over. Speaking of old shit, someone recompiled Perfect Dark for the N64. Wait, did that not work on emulators and stuff? Explain to me what recompiling means in this context. I think I may be misunderstanding.
This again.
Huh? Explain to me what recompiling at Perfect Dark means for the future.
Much as your father was
My brain is rotted.
over dead, so are we responsible for the rest of the world. The hour has grown dark, yes, but we have the power to restore. Thanks be to my good sister Demeter.
The time for restoration always comes, as does the spring. But we're amidst a long winter, without an end in sight. We need concern ourselves with naught else, O Queen.
They made it so you don't have to use N64 emulators to play it. Okay, I understand. I think that's a
Excellent.
damage resistance. Okay, I'm gonna prime out my magic, but that's fine. I'll just deal.
Hoplites.
I should probably play Perfect Dark at some point. That's one of those ones that I feel like is a notable game from my childhood.
Aid from a relative of yours.
Perfect opportunity. Yeah.
So close now.
Yeah, we'll do this. Perfect opportunity. Yeah, I very much grew up on N64 stuff. I think I can swing another water spoon.
Cool and brisk.
Next I offer you protection, Witchy.
We fickle gods.
Sorry, I'm getting lost in the sauce.
I love a messy breakup.
Enough of that.
I grew up playing a lot of the N64 games, like Super Mario 64 was probably one of my favorites. Extra... Yeah, let's go with that. That seems good. I will take mine, because I need the... I need it. I need the opportunity to get another Death Defiance if possible.
Our family grows and grows.
Yeah, I played a lot of Super Mario 64. I played a lot of Wave Racers. I played Jedi Pod Racing, Star Wars Pod Racing. And then my dad had like 7 cartridges of sports games that all suck. Oh, I played Play Fighters too. That game I did not understand at all. The co-op Super Mario 64 is a recompile. No, I said I would play that with you, and I kept saying I would, and then didn't. We definitely will and should play that. I think that could be some stream fun. We will play it! I will not renege on this promise.
They'll wish they were never born.
It's just a delayed promise. Okay, Obama. look. All I'm saying is I didn't
A consolation prize.
bomb children. Okay? I did not allow for war profiteering to continue. Not yet. Hey. You say that as if I'm going to allow that to happen. It's not something that I'm going to... You're still young. You're still young. You still have the opportunity. You might still bomb children. I'd like to think that my morals would prevent me from doing that. I'd like to think that. Never say never. Even my chat is against me. Even my chat thinks that I'll kill kids. All this because I'm bald. I do have morals in spite of that, okay? I promise. Facts. Or crimes are a very American thing to do. The only thing more American than baseball, which is now predominantly, like, I won't say predominantly, it's a hugely popular sport in Japan. Apple pie, which nobody makes anymore. And,
Hear me on my authority.
war crimes. That's really... That's where it ends up, huh?
I need this.
Do I want... Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, we're not hitting what I had hoped. Apple pie isn't even that not processed enough. Oh. It's a tragedy. Just how terrible our food is. Hey, here's a fun thing about American food. When I think it was the 80s, I may be mistaken on the time specifically.
When first I arrived here, alas, too late to meet. Yet even now you are too young to understand.
I would have been imprisoned with the rest. Though enlighten me. What is it that I'm still too young to understand?
You are too young to understand the disappointment and dejection that only family can provide. But the more of us you meet, the more of us you know, the sooner you shall learn.
So I believe in the 80s, a bunch of tobacco companies bought food companies.
Family grows and grows.
My son's beloved wife.
And so that's why we have so many just terrible companies full of super addictive and terrible for you food. If there's one type of org that you should be extremely wary of, it's big tobacco. And now they've gotten kids hooked on nicotine again because of vaping. I believe it was my spouse bought this book because they'd read it, but The Omnivore's Dilemma. Talks about exactly what I'm saying and how big tobacco essentially got in on the ground floor for creating super addictive and terrible for you food products. It's crazy. And yet we've just allowed this kind of kind of thing to prosper. Nabisco used to be owned by R.J. Phillips or Philip Morris. I'm not aware of that. That name does not ring any bells for me, but it's. We should not be allowing companies that benefit from addiction to own something like food. A long time ago. They were later acquired by Deleuze, larger international food company, but it divested since then. We're dealing a lot of damage. Source, I have a friend, corporate friend that's high up in Montana.
Certainly a treat, granddaughter. Again tomorrow night, perhaps.
I have a lot to say about big food companies.
Perhaps. So tell me, Titan, is this what having family about is like? Bitter feuds and snide remarks?
Oh, yes. This is the whole of it. I may have denied it to you, but I was doing you a favor. You shall see. You shall see.
Gramps. Thanks, Gramps. Okay, Boomer. Right beat.
You're gone.
Yeah, we took the most damage from Charybdis. That makes sense. Kronos did not do a whole lot. We did a lot of damage with our base attack.
The remains of time.
They had a really big impact in a good way. They eliminated starvation in the first world.
See you in the crossroads.
Like all things, they turned that into corporate greed. Yep.
So much dust.
Like, the path to hell is paved with good intentions, right? That's how the saying goes. Then again, some people just use good ideas to sell their own agenda.
That dream, which means she must be close. Melinoi? There. Hello again, sister. You wanted me to search for signs of Kronos preparing for a big surprise, and while it isn't much, I did locate machinery in Tartarus that seemed a little out of place.
Machinery? You mean the gears that turn the ever-shifting chambers? In my time, that machinery is spread through Tartarus as far as I can see. What do you make of it?
Well, normally I wouldn't have made anything of it, but perhaps it's connected to what you're saying. I'm working on tracing where it leads. What about you? Any word on how we ought to proceed?
We need a weapon. The problem is that Kronos can resist the arms once used to vanquish him. On top of that, it needs to be available both to you in your time and to me in mine. The closer to our family, the better. Can you think of something suitable?
Nothing immediately comes to mind. I have some mortal weapons in my chambers, but they hardly worked at any point. A weapon both in my time and in yours. And none of the infernal arms will do.
Give it some thought, but please make haste. Kronos shall realize what I'm up to here eventually, and this connection weakens every night. For now, I'd better go.
Hold on. What happened to the servants of this house? To my friends? Loves of my life? You said Kronos took everybody. Did you mean everybody, or...
Well, no. Hypnos is with us, but fast asleep. Commander Skelemius, too. He's marshalling the Shades still loyal to our father. Poor Cerberus has been cast out into the morning fields. But as for all the rest...
Oh, at least the good Commander Skelemius made it out. But Nyx, Achilles, Thanatos, Megara, Dusa, Orpheus... Our grandfather has all of them locked up.
He has our father bound in chains in Tartarus. I understand he's trapped the others, frozen them in time. But we can break his hold on them. I'm certain that we can. Goodbye for now, brother. Think of a weapon we can use to set this right.
Sure thing. I think of weapons all the time.
So true. So true, bestie.
I'm getting through to him, I think.
remember reading an article. McDonald's single-handedly supplied protein to more people in need than anyone else. Able to use the economics of scale to make protein affordable for poor nations. Still don't like them, but there's some interesting positive sides that rarely get talked about. I do think that's interesting.
We really showed him, didn't we?
The economy of scale just is such an interesting thing to discuss and talk about with, like,
Plants and stuff like that?
yeah,
We used to
meat
stay in all the time.
is one of the easiest and most accessible protein sources.
While I'm out each night, mostly I have to fight my way to Kronos, past a variety of things that don't like having me around.
Can't imagine why. And you just keep trying to do the same thing, huh? I would have given up so long ago. You should try it. Giving up.
No, thank you.
That's a curse.
Sorry. Meat is one of the easier protein sources, and it is interesting just how logistics can be scaled up. Revolutionized logistics and supply lines for food and impoverished nations. Had none for garbage McDonald's slap, but better than starvation. Others learn it from it and can better at logistics. That I agree with. Hey, who's pinging me? Okay.
Princess?
That I agree with. Like, where am I going with this? I think that you do have to consider everything that an individual does, but I feel like the bad outweighs the good at this point, even though there is good in there. It's not just bad. We love to paint in black and white, but there are shades of gray, even if those shades of gray are very, very deep and close to black. There are some silver linings to the terrible things that some of these corporations have done.
Promise to another as in you are betrothed. Well then, congratulations are in order, I should think. Though to whom, if I may ask, if the fates even let on?
Well, at the risk of being overly direct, I've concluded that she isn't you. The Fates described her as the morning light, whose luminance breaks through the darkness and reveals the beauty of the world. You're, well, different than that.
Oh, that could be Eos, I suppose. I know her sister Selene the Moon rather well, but am not very familiar with Dawn. Are you supposed to seek her out?
I fear I do not know. She and I are to meet at some point, but apparently not yet. When first you and I met, I thought perhaps that I might find her in this place.
It's dark here. I don't think you shall.
I realize that now.
Unfortunately. Oh no, I'm being cockblocked by the Fates themselves.
Victorious again.
Alas.
We heard about the Titan's latest misfortune by your hand. Is all else proceeding as intended by your estimation?
I would say
I
so.
think so. We just need to find a suitable weapon now, and then everything that's come to pass can be undone.
Perhaps not everything, but plenty. You know the rest by heart, and I'll not pry for further details. But should an unexpected setback come to pass, tell me at once.
I shall.
You got it.
What can we do?
We need entropy. Am I gonna get entropy from chaos? That would make the most sense. Are there fireworks going on outside already? It's only 7 p.m. What are people doing? Also, sorry, I gotta respond to my spouse. I do want moon dust.
Could use this. Good evening, broker.
I'll take more nectar.
Gemstones for you, broker.
Do I need that much more ambrosia? You know, I'll just buy a little bit of everything. We'll get there.
You have returned.
I wish more people would enjoy beans. I know Daft doesn't like beans, and that's okay. I just wish more people would get the opportunity to enjoy beans.
Domnoski Traxon.
'Tis done.
I mean, I feel like we've kind of forgotten how easy it is to
Some olives.
Wheat, is it?
starve, to forget our lineage in the way of food. That's one of the things that is so interesting to me about anthropology. Is just food.
I never could delve into the abyss of the subconscious with you, O Sleep. With my brother, the path was so clear. Well, we shall find another way.
Honestly, food anthropology, if I could get a degree in something even more useless, it would be food anthropology, just because I love...
There. Awful busy standing guard, as you can see.
I love the history of food and, like,
Calyptus had teamed up.
the methodology that for everything.
Oh, you could certainly say that. Why do you ask?
I caught their latest performance. It was quite a spectacle, to say the least. You could have forewarned me that the two were working in concert.
Goddess forgive me, but I thought it was quite common knowledge that Skiller and Charybdis were collaborating. It's not a new development at all.
Perhaps I merely missed the news.
It's true.
I don't...
I cut off my line. No!
I now can remember a keepsake to start with each night.
Let's prioritize that one. I forget, that one seems pretty good.
The hidden aspect of Nurgle.
Aspect of Nurgle? Interesting. Okay, well, do I have this max? I do.
So you smacked Kronos a good couple of times now. Remind these shades in me what is to happen next. How are you gonna kill that which continues coming back?
Commander, though it's tempting to share all my latest progress, we both know I'm never to divulge the details of my task. Not even to you.
Not even to me. But can you say at least your brother, is he gonna be alright? Been worrying about the guy is all.
Nice try, sir.
We shall be feared.
Alright. Back down. Yes, I get another skiller run.
My path is set.
I'm very excited to see more of Scylla and the Sirens.
Kronos must be getting right sore from all your meetings here, Witchy. But ain't learned a proper lesson yet. Much as it must be nice flattening him, starting to wonder what's the plan here besides that.
Yeah, we will go with specials on this one.
Right.
Anyways, before starting this run, I was talking about how I love food anthropology. It's just such a fascinating field. Just like the way that everybody used to make food and how it was just commonplace to be doing so much labor consistently because, you know, everybody's got to eat. And it just... interests me knowing that
Suffer no more.
being a chef and like being a culinarian is so ingrained into culture, and we're just, I feel like here in America it's so difficult to make a job out of, or like a living wage and career out of making food for other people.
Travel can be a very rewarding experience, but sometimes you just want to get to where you need to be.
Let's go with extra money right now. That seems quite good. Especially this early. Food services, the trenches. It really is. Like, you either work long enough. I have a long interest in food and just like the process of making food. Everything about food I find super interesting. But the way that we treat our
A cutthroat king specially for me.
the people that make our food is awful. We should probably make it so that people can actually have a living wage working at McDonald's.
You got Kronos, didn't you, Sunshine? Last night at least, but that's the Deathless Titans for you. Never staying down for long. Though you've something in mind for that, my sister says.
Dude, Solar Ring, that seems good. Because the jobs in food service are like, they are essentially, you are a service worker and you are treated super poorly. Nobody respects what you do. Or you become a chef, which is an extremely difficult profession that demands everything of you. Your time and like your sanity, really.
For me.
Or you work in the logistics side of that, which is, I mean, only tangentially. It's just related in the sense of you are in the industry, but you're not doing the same job. Servers probably make more, if not more than the chefs. I do think hospitality also needs to be treated well. I think it's ridiculous the expectations that are set of professional chefs.
Probably Sister Seleni's too. I guess I wasn't needed up there.
We drove the monster back, but I don't think we've properly discouraged him. Not yet, at least. Though I have a few ideas.
If your ideas involve an arrow in his eye, of which I hear he has a lot, let me know. Moonlight guide you home tonight. Here.
Okay. Critical damage. You know what? Yeah, we'll take that.
Together we shine.
Fight on.
Prophecy fulfilled.
Oh, little fly.
I think that the primary reason that servers make more than chefs is due to the flawed system we have in America of, okay,
See you in the crossroads.
they get paid super poorly, but they make bank and tips. This friend of mine stopped being a chef this year, working 60-hour weeks for $37K a year. Why are they salaried? That's my big thing. Why the hell are these people salaried? They have to work so many hours. 60 hours is like pretty standard in... Wasn't that just what his W-2 was? Holy, that's crazy.
I never truly stopped to think how much alike we are, the two of us. Both outcasts, aren't we? You should be living in a palace, not talking to a spider in the middle of nowhere.
And you should be the most renowned, most beloved weaver in all the land. But that isn't what the fates had in store for us. Although, it's not all bad, is it?
It isn't. It isn't. Because if I was still up there, the envy of gods and mortals alike, I wouldn't have met you. My one true friend.
Man, I love that she laughs like a Dark Souls NPC. We'll take the emerald dress.
All in an evening's work.
Thanks, Arachne.
Take a nectar too.
Come now, this is all too much. If I were still myself, why I'd be blushing from my cheeks to my toes. It's been so long since anybody got me anything, you know?
I like getting you such things, Arachne. It makes me so unhappy sometimes seeing you all by yourself like this. I can never stay for long, so perhaps this nectar can remind you of the pleasant times we share when I'm not around.
It most certainly shall. I won't forget your kindness.
Thanks, Arachne. They make nothing. Chefs get it really bad. Most of the time they don't get overtime pay. No tips. Heat, pain, stress. It's just a miserable job. Yeah! I'm of the opinion that it is probably one of the hardest, like, skilled labor jobs. Because it is skilled labor. People love to be like, oh, it doesn't take a whole lot of skill to chop. You know how much time people have to put into learning just the basics? Like, the techniques? I've been practicing a little bit at home, just doing like the absolute basic stuff. Like learning how to chop better. I'm still not very good at it. And I meal prep, so, you know, I have a little bit. I cook a little bit less consistently than I would like.
Alright, I'd say we're settled up. We can continue bickering another time.
We'll go with Blast Vermin. Although, Uncanny Fortitude. Let's just go with Glow. But yes, just the amount that chefs get paid is filthy. Like, the owners... It's not a job that you get into because you say, I'm gonna get super rich. You do it because you like food and you like serving people, I think. Like, sure, you can make a good wage if you become like Gordon Ramsay and become a celebrity chef. But not everybody's going to be able to do that. No one is aspiring for that. I feel like there's an insane amount of aspiring influencer chefs because of that. At least serving is low/no skill job. I also think that serving is a skilled job. Just because you have to...
In the name of Hades.
Enough.
Take care.
Sorry, I needed to cut her off. We'll do that. She was definitely going to buy my boons.
I see you have another customer, my lord. First come, first served, is it? I'll hurry it up.
Here, take a nectar too.
I know you never would permit yourself indulgences, my lord, but you ought to receive more than mere coin in recompense for all your service. Perhaps the nectar's but another token gesture. Here goes.
What concerns you?
Headmistress, why is it that we have to keep this up? I've passed your test repeatedly. We're each needed elsewhere.
You may be strong, but not yet strong enough. And evidently quite impatient, too. Shall you attempt to talk Kronos out of a fight as well?
Of course not, but I could be halfway to the morning fields by now if not for this.
Alas, that things don't always go our way. Go on now, vent the anger that you feel. We each have much of it to spare. Down to shadow.
Ah! Okay, so my big thing is Chefs absolutely deserve to get paid more. I do think that servers deserve to be paid well as well, because it's not skilled, air quote, but it is a job that requires skill, and like soft skills are a skill. People love to pretend that they're not, but they are. Have you interacted with have you interacted with a software engineer? Those guys genuinely, or at least many of them, do not have soft skills in any capacity. So you have to be able to sell. You have to be able to sell, simply. You have to be able to make sure that people have a good time and want to come back to your restaurant. Because the chefs are not, the chefs do not have the soft skills either. Because they're in the shit, making sure that the food gets made, and that it's good, and that it's quality. Everybody has to do their part. And front of house is one of the more, not one of the more. It's a well-oiled machine. If you don't have the important, every gear, I won't say any job is specifically more important. Because if you have just the chefs, they're not gonna be able to run that business. It's cohesion. If you have a front of house that understands back of house, and you have that cohesion, it makes for a much better experience.
Of her vast experience, the Witch of the Crossroads leaves the Princess of the Dead to contemplate the limits of the knowledge she has gained.
She must know so much. House of Erebus.
Alright, what do we want to use here? I think we'll go with Moonbeam. Nobody with common sense goes into the chef industry. I may have responded to that already, but I feel like it's one of those jobs that people go into under a misguided sense of what they want, or like they've already exhausted a lot of their other avenues, which is, I don't care about a lot of people working in a lot of different industries. Just make good food, make a good product, and I find that that's its own reward.
Grown exceptionally bright within your care. It shall illuminate your path forevermore, its power at its peak, and whenever you have need of me, I shall be there. A god may cross your path.
You know what? It's been a minute since I've done Lunar Ray. I should also re-clarify. You just because something is rewarding does not mean that that should be the way that you are compensated. You should be compensated fairly for any job that you do, because you're still contributing to society. You're contributing to the world that we live in at large. Except for maybe, like, I don't know, very specific career paths, I feel, are actually just a detriment upon mankind.
Maybe I should, like, go? Be right back. I talked to Echo like you said I should. What gives? This place is still the same. I thought you were gonna fix everything.
I didn't make myself clear. You have to fix everything, not me. You and Echo each are cursed, and your curses now are tangled up. You have more to discuss and sort out.
What do you mean I'm cursed? You're cursed. I mean, I've got it all. You don't know what you're talking about. Unless you do.
Go talk to her.
We'll take the boon. Random seeds as well.
Mine.
Here's a little something.
Hello, Hestia.
Don't quite know how we're managing to hold back Typhon from reducing this whole mountaintop to ash. Must be the lightning, flames, floods, and earthquakes and the like. If you've got any bright ideas yourself, just come on up.
We'll do cast area. What was I saying? I've completely lost my train of thought. Chefs. Chefs and that industry.
Night after night, victory after victory. Ha ha! You're making all of this look rather easy, niece. Well then, sail on, and may my blessing make things easier still.
I will take Sea Star as well. Sea Star is so nice.
Where do you think you are going?
Oh, it's been a minute since we've seen this as well.
Behold the splendor of your father's underworld.
Must be a way out.
What am I saying? I'm saying some jobs are actually just like detriments on mankind. Like, let's say anything that Mark Zuckerberg has ever done. That guy created a niche in society that also just has drastically impacted the way that things have gone in an extremely negative way. Life as we know it is very much changed.
Seize this whilst you have the opportunity.
Alright, I'm gonna have a New Year's beer. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated, Unholy. I hope that you have a great new year. Enjoy a beer and have one for me.
Denied.
What am I saying? Yes. People like Mark Zuckerberg actively make the lives of everybody around them worse because they feel obligated to take.
Some flux.
And a life just of taking without giving is
It's
one
heartening to know that the origin of all existence also is the source of such limitless curiosity. Here's to finding great interest even in the simplest of things.
one lacking in merit, I should say. It's a life that is meaningless. Like, sure, you can make tons and tons of money, but money isn't the end all be all. It's a path, or a fuel to a path. And if the path is more money, it's a never-ending cycle.
Substances such as this nectar, is it not interesting how they can be made, but not unmade? Everything in essence is itself. What you're offering to me is truly unique in its own right, and I thank you for it.
I love how Chaos looks. It's such a good... I keep mentioning it, but... Ugh.
For we each seek our close kin. I have lost contact with my spawn and daughter Nyx, who resided in your father's house. Her influence remains, yet I feel her absence.
Sprint slower. That seems pretty good.
Worth the risk.
The regen? That's crazy. Although I'm going to end up fighting the boss with this. What is this? Prime until... That's gonna make it a little difficult.
Night protect you, my lord. fishy.
I believe.
That's a bite.
It's gonna be difficult with this boss that I'm still getting used to as well.
From the heavens themselves.
Fire bigger ray. Okay. Okay, well, we can see what we can swing out of this.
Accept this message.
I mean, flat damage with... Eh. It's not my favorite, but... hopefully we can make it work.
We have our ups and downs, Jetty and Roxy and me. Our little squabbles. But thanks to you, we started fighting with each other in public. And we can't have that.
If it makes you feel any better, the hex I put on them was only temporary. Quite frankly, I'm surprised it worked on them at all. Nightbloom normally only works on the dead.
This is my band. And if anybody's gonna turn Jetty and Roxy red with rage against each other, it's not going to be you! Right, gals?
I love that you get an achievement for that. I'm just gonna appreciate the music for this fight. I'm not gonna even bother trying to provide commentary. It's just... Okay. No, please! I can't lose all of them! There we go. Ooh! It's alright, just appreciating the music. It's so good. Woof. Taking lots and lots of damage for that.
With such a rousing show abruptly ended all too soon, the shades there in attendance are left to wonder whether to await an encore or a refund.
Passes on unrefundable, I think. Reeks in here.
I just love... I love the music in this game, and having a boss that's themed around the music is just... Ugh. Ugh. Give me more, please.
The stone. The stone. The stone. The stone.
I can't really afford this. I need to hold on to 200 dosh at least for my death defiances that I can get. I need to get more HP too, because my death defiances are not in a great spot. Losing multiple of those to the boss at the time. Bad for my future prospects, at least. Anyways,
Flourish.
What is food anthropology is what I've been previously talking about, and I do love.
Think you'll take more than me?
Maybe.
Should be more than enough wretches for the both of us here. Make yourself useful.
Focus on yourself.
Sorry, I gotta focus. I think I am going to win this one.
No hiding from this light.
There we go.
All clear.
Easy peasy.
How did I lose this bad?
Thank you, thank you.
Who needs to sip ambrosia on the crossroads when we could be out here doing this together, right?
Vanquishing our foes with impunity is your idea of a good time. Although that's not to say I don't take satisfaction in a job well done either. Wait, what did you mean by together?
Oh, shut up. We used to spar. This is the closest thing. Don't know anybody else who can keep up, let alone get ahead.
A healthy competitive rivalry is all we have between us, then?
No.
I said shut up. What else do you want it to be?
Oh no, she's exactly like a female soccer player.
I'll get back to you.
Trust deepened. Hell yeah.
See you soon.
Maybe open to another offering soon. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
For all your speed and bravery, we never would have
There's so
had
many
a chance
big,
against our enemy
muscular
armies.
women in this
I don't
game.
think we'll soon be able to repay you for this, but I can try.
Right cordial with you, Em, though I'm not much for tips, and we've got pressing matters to attend to, don't you think? Though I appreciate it, honestly.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Just all. Go with dashing more. Concave stone. That's
I grow strong.
slightly less optimal than I hoped for, but I will take it nonetheless. Concave stone is actually giving a boost. If I could replace my attack, I just don't think that it's a very good attack unless you have faster attacks than this, which there's only, like, it's supplemental damage at least, and it keeps enemies off of me. I'll take whatever boosts I can get. It's at least something.
Felt that.
Do I take this? I think I have to take the HP.
No need to engage. Flourish.
Sorry, I'm running out of things to say today. I've been prepping myself for 2-hour streams. So I am I'm trying to get my streamer stamina up. So forgive my I'll take the blast recharge time actually. Oh. Okay, never mind. C-Star doing good. 6 seconds. That's... I love free damage. I think that's our Boon 2 upgrade, if we do get upgrades. Poseidon. Truly feeling blessed by our boy Poseidon today.
I can do this.
So, I think today I'm going to, after the stream, oh no, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to make the dishes, or dish that I wanted to. Because I was hoping to make some fried potato for my New Year's event that I was going to go to, well, I'm going to go to tonight. Oh, I can talk to Echo with the concave stone too.
It's you.
Yay!
Thank the fates. Thank the fates. Thank the fates. Thank the fates.
Yeah, I think I'll make that level 8.
Such a power.
2 seconds? Holy. Okay, well that's our damage dealer now.
For reminding me just how much can be said using few words or even none at all. When you respond, the words may be mine, but I know what you mean. And I know you understand me too. You understand me too. Understand me too. You understand.
Holy cow. That is 2 second. That's crazy.
The trap is set.
I don't think there's a better option for me there.
Caught out. I got a tearjerker.
But yeah, I'm gonna make some potatoes. I think this is... I want to get more upgrades. Yeah, I want to make some roasted potato today for my event that I'm going to, because I was asked to bring a couple of or just any sort of appetizer. I think it's going to be just like primarily snacks and stuff.
Flourish.
So hopefully I can make those fast enough. Need to wash. I should have done some of the prep work. I just kind of... I was being lazy today. That's what I get. I had work to do. I had housework to do. Dash strike. I think we take the arm.
Enchanted
I think that's worth it. But yeah, I'm just gonna roast up some potatoes with a little bit of oil and some Slap Ya Mama seasoning, because it's a nice little bit of spice. Mixes it up nicely.
What?
I find Slap Ya Mama is a passable seasoning blend. It's also easy to find and relatively cheap, so you know, you take what you can get. can't always have a incredible spice blend that you make yourself. I simply only have so much time in the day.
Behold the stars.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Hex pierces? Well, I'll take some armor for that. Free armor is nice. Oh, yes! Extra star path upgrades are huge. And then, I guess let's get the P. I was not anticipating that to work out that well. Yep. I have a pretty good feeling for when the shops are coming up. Something about the amount of rooms that I do. Extra damage? Sure.
Made to order. Proud family, this one. Uncle Poseidon here forgoes full armor on account that he's too quick and too thick-headed. Thick-skinned, I mean to say. Ain't that the case, Uncle?
Come, nephew, you know how much I value your craft. Even if I'd not be caught dead wearing much of it myself. It's just, only a coward goes to battle clad in plating head to toe. A coward far more likely to withstand his wounds, but still.
In fact, that's pretty good. Yeah. 35% faster, 1.5 seconds. That's so much damage. Holy.
Kronos must have kicked him out again.
But yeah, I am going to be making potatoes. Ideally, I mean, I'm already going to be showing up late. I might as well show up with extra food. Hopefully what other people have already isn't gone and they
You leave that dog alone.
they don't get saddened by me showing up late. I think other people that are coming to what I'm doing tonight. I think other people that are showing up late because everybody has to work, which sucks. People having to work on holidays is just really infuriating to me. We do so much damage. We have a very solid run today.
3 frightful yet familiar canine countenances then emerged.
Doggy.
You're looking better already.
The Shade.
Hello again, good Shade.
My favorite recurring NPC.
Done.
Or one of my favorite. Okay, what do we bring into this next floor? Knucklebones? I think Knucklebones.
Good.
I really need... Sure. Nope. Not quite what I was hoping for. I really need to get lucky
Ground floor.
and encounter at least one Death Defiance. Find that if I'm... Just one is not quite enough for my skill. Although I am getting better. I do feel good about that. I do feel like I'm getting better at Hades 2. Hades 1, I have a little bit of content in the backlog that... Well, not in the backlog, just on the channel now. But I have a little bit on there that
Four more
is
chambers.
less good. I ruined my 48 run streak, which is a tragedy, really. "48 runs. That's a lot of Hades. But really, it's just an ego thing. I love this game, and I love Hades 1. And these games are good. They're very good, in fact. This is why we took the dash attack. Breaking armor just makes those combat encounters so much simpler.
In the name of Hades.
Sure, attacker special giving more. Good enough.
A few more
Go
chambers
talk
still.
to dear old dad. But yes, I really love Hades 1 and 2. They're both Supergiant masterpieces, so it makes me feel good knowing that I'm
Cerberus, Father. He's
middling.
right here. I saw him in the fields as before.
He runs amok at my behest, spreads the attention of the Titan's legions thin. Eventually they drive him back, but can do him no harm.
So just you and the boulder then, looking as though it's not been heaved up any hills in quite a while. Kronos doesn't make you do it.
I'd have less difficult a time than a mere shade. Besides, these shackles cannot be unlocked, save by the Titan's command. But I'd remain here for eternity before I'd grovel at his feet.
You say this boulder was companion to a mortal king. I sense something from it. There can be so much energy within a common stone.
I'll take you at your word. The boulder and I were not as close as was its last relationship. Though perhaps you shall coax something from it. The witch apparently has taught you everything.
So, you know what? I will take the vessels.
Thank you, Father.
Let's talk to the boulder, too.
I know you cannot hear me, but if you have comforted my father in his plight, thank you.
I love that Boldy also gets a look to him.
Huh.
Rock. But yes, the Supergiant games are just like... I love how approachable they are, yet they have so much depth. Because, like, even from Bastion on, they have the option for you to play it without any boons or, like, any of the difficulty modifiers. But I appreciate that this game... Let me out! This game in Hades, it's just like, after you get to 10 or 20, I think 20 is the maximum.
The light of the sun.
I think 20 is the maximum for the Titan Blood bonuses that you can get. But man, going through the entire game 20 times with each thing, each weapon, and figuring out how to make it work, it just... I feel like Hades is their iteration. I know I have talked about how FromSoft is so good about iterating. I feel like Supergiant is a studio that has had I'll say like 12 years? 13 years? Maybe 14 or... They may be up to 15 or more now. But 15 years of work and iterating and like just creating They're
The welcome solitude.
they're so good.
I accept this message.
Yeah, I'll take self-healing. That seems good.
Awakened.
Oh, I didn't check the other path. What am I doing? Damn it. Never hit less. Okay, that's big.
The rush of air.
Scorch could actually be really good with that. More power. We'll go with that, I guess.
Go, Freenos.
I think it'll still give me extra damage if I hit under the limit. Okay, we have 1 Death Defiance for this fight. Let's make it make this count.
Kronos.
Returned again, I see. I must say, I'm quite unaccustomed to so many frequent visits from my kin. Perhaps if Hades and the others deigned to call as often, our relationships would not have been as strained.
Oh, this is not that sort of
Okay.
war. Though I didn't realize you were merely lonesome. Are your satyr worshippers not stimulating enough as house guests?
They are worshippers, not kin. You are unfortunately caught in the midst of a dispute, and do not know the difference between having family around or not.
Because of you and this dispute of yours. And now you'll be destroyed for what you've done. Was it worth it?
Well, when you put it that way, no. Had I not made any mistakes, we would not be here now, would we? Certainly not as such vicious foes. Yet here we are, each in turn facing the consequences of the past.
I mean, he's not wrong about that.
We play to win.
Run. My subjects have been waiting for this.
Time for a dazzling display.
Get him, Apollo.
Far too much blasted light.
Ouch. Stop taking silly damage. Just do damage.
Will shine so bright it hurts.
Ouch. There we go. Get her heal back.
Time is. That does it.
Come on, Gramps.
Mere moonbeams. You make an enemy of all my legions, not just me.
Why did I walk into that? I'm missing. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's also missing though. So we take that. Come on, lock in, lock in. Oh, big damage.
You truly think you gods are better fit to rule this world than I?
We both know that is not what this is about, Titan. And all that plagues this world is not getting any better while we perpetuate it.
Melanoa's right. She's so right.
My girl. Then what is this about? Do you suppose? What is this about?
Oh, we finally said something that got to him in any capacity. That means something. Most damage suffered. Kronos, Charybdis, Scylla, Hecate, Roxy, L. 1.5 second recharge time on Volcanic Flourish is just nuts.
More gemstones.
Love that.
I have what I need for now.
Alright, well, let's finish up this run and see what Zagreus has to say.
Hold on, brother. Okay. To the abyss of the subconscious, I descend. Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
Floaty, floaty. The Dream World. The Dream World's interactive.
Come on, where is she? Where is she? Don't leave me hanging like this. Hey! Gagaros, my father's spear. You said we would need a weapon that's available in both our times, is close to our family, and not been used to slay Kronos before. That one should do. It's big, and it hurts.
Huh. I see how that may work. Unfortunately, I have no idea where to find this Gygaros. Kronos may have gotten hold of it. But that's in my time. While in yours...
Father doesn't often let me use it anyway, and it's sealed off in his chambers. There must be something else. Though at least I found the place where Kronos probably is piecing himself back together little by little.
You did? Where? What happened? How do you know it's the correct location?
Well, for one thing, it appears to be directly underneath this house. Odd place to bury one's predecessor, but Father can be quite particular with punishments. Anyway, when I descended deeper into Tartarus, I found a satyr infestation that led me to some sort of cave. I went no farther for now.
Good. And do not enter until everything's prepared. But let's go back a moment to our father's spear. Is there some way you could procure it?
Sure. Father keeps it locked away, though no security specialist of any worth would be so easily deterred. I'm risking an eternity of torment, but sounds like Kronos has that in store for me regardless. So, what shall I do with Gygaros, assuming I can get my hands on it?
Leave it here in your chambers for me to find. Could you persuade our father to give it to you, without letting him know exactly why? If we tamper too much with time, Kronos shall find out. I don't need its physical form, only its essence sent across our astral psychic gateway.
Details, sister. I like unreasonable challenges, and Father owes me anyway. So use some sort of oracle gathering up ancient artifacts, speaking to me in dreams and such. Perhaps these count as nightmares, what with the terrible future to look forward to.
Melanoe.
That future. And I'm no oracle, I'm what you call a witch. We're getting closer to our goal, brother. Claim Father's spear, and I have more to do myself. I'll see you again soon. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
I'm really liking how everything's gonna piece together in the end here. I'm curious how exactly it'll do it.
Be careful.
But that'll be it for now on the stream. Thanks everybody for stopping by. And I hope that you have a great rest of your new year. Bye-bye now.